Okay, hey everyone. I just wanted to hop on real quick and just share like something really fast with you guys. I'm trying not to make this another hour-long video, but I'm over it. Okay, I'm over it. For like the past couple weeks, I've been kind of struggling between my spiritual calling and my current um, life and like how it stands and everything. And for the it's been going back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of like a tug of rope almost. Like I'm in between like my it's like a it's like forgive me, I didn't practice this, but it's like I'm fighting between who I was and who I am supposed to be. So I have been doing readings for over the past 2 years, which is wild because I've seen time and time again, not just for myself but other people, how accurate these readings are, to the point where I don't need to know about the situation that the person is going through. All I have to do is just know that person, speak to my creator, let them know that, hey, I don't know them, you know their spirit, you know the situation. So whatever it is that they are meant to hear in this moment, this is the time. So that being said, every single time that I've seen the cards come out and then I've seen those things come to pass, it has been a mixture between fear, awe, and then a little bit of like doubt. And I realize now that I can't have the first or the third one with that. I can't have the fear. I can't have the doubt. I can't have the fear because I asked. I asked, and I have asked on behalf of other people. Like, you can't sit there and pray to your creator and ask for a sign, and then when you get it, be afraid of the sign. Like, you asked. So if you were going to be afraid of the answer, then don't ask the question. And then as far as doubt, like, doing this kind of work, especially in this day and age when there's so much terrible things going on in the world, especially since like I'd say about January, maybe even as far back as November, honestly, since like 2020, if I'm being real. But yeah, it's really difficult for people to have hope, have faith that things are actually going to be on the upswing. And it's really, so a lot of people who, like me, are doing their spiritual path and communing with the creator in their own modalities, be it tarot, astrology, whatever. Yeah, a lot of the times when we share that information with people, we're met with immediate, we're either met with like disbelief or we're met with like contempt for even like suggesting things are going to be better. But because we're met with that, a lot of us, like myself, who are just now stepping into the spiritual role, we kind of start doubting ourselves. We start thinking, okay, maybe if all these people are telling us, the same thing, common denominator, I must be in the land of Delulu. I must be delusional. And when I tell people these things, and I tell them with such certainty, and because when I'm sharing these things, there's a lot of passion behind it. There's a lot of passion behind what I do, especially when it comes to reading these cards. So like when I come at people with that energy, they think I'm a crazy person. And you know what? I've decided as of today, I'd rather be crazy. I'd rather be crazy. I'd rather be crazy for my creator and share the messages that I feel called to share than to live in the state of confusion and fear that we have going on right now. I just refuse. And if you don't believe me and you're watching this video, click off of it. If you don't believe me and you're a friend or your family member, guess what? You don't have to maintain that relationship with me. You really don't. And honestly, I don't have to maintain that relationship with you. No one does. We have a certain amount of time on this planet. I truly believe we are set here with a certain time limit that we're supposed to be learning certain lessons in this lifetime. And if you want to sit there and not learn your lesson and then repeat the same grade next lifetime, that's on you. I refuse to do it. That being said, yeah, so I pulled from my angel numbers, which is funny because like I started to pull from my tiny daily deck that I have. It says everyday tarot deck. But yeah, I started to pull from here, which, oh wow, interesting. At the bottom of the deck, it's the devil in reverse. So I kind of want to see actually what that is, because I didn't see that before I started talking to you guys. So let's see. I'm looking at my little handy dandy tiny book. Eventually, I know that my intuition is going to kick in when it comes to looking at these cards. I can already feel it. And I think I already have that ability. I just need to believe in it now. Like I said, the doubt, but that doubt's gone. So for right now, we're just going to see. Yeah. So reverse in the devil says, be aware of self-sabotage and self-destructive behaviors. Release any self-imposed limiting beliefs that are standing in the way of your growth and expansion. See? Boom. Like you already know. It's pretty much saying, hey, what you're doing right now with this video, keep doing that. Because if I keep going the way that I was going before I did this video, I'm going to block my blessings. I'm going to block my soul's calling, and because of that, I'm also going to block you know, messages that are meant for people who tune in, who want to actually hear what it is that I have to say. And I can't do that. I cannot I can't have a YouTube channel or a brand called The Unapologetic Me if I'm not living unapologetically, and that means in every facet of my life. Love, career, spiritual. Like, it has to be all or nothing. Like, I can't just excuse my French here, but I can't half-ass it, okay? I have to full-ass it. Like, so that being said, I did a couple of draws from the angel deck, because apparently I'm supposed to be getting information from my angel guides and not just from tarot, which is fine. Sometimes they want to pass on specific messages, so that's where these come from. I want to say that when I first did the drawing for these, well, actually, these are all jumpers, but when I first asked the question for this, it was more like, okay, I'm living authentically what is supposed to happen now, what's unfolding. So the first one was 3737. Now, I don't know if these are all meant for me or if by putting this video out there, someone's supposed to get one of these messages, so that also could be the case. All right, so yeah, so it says comfort zones. Keywords are stagnation, safety, expansion, growth, risk, breakthrough. Your comfort zone has become too familiar. It's time to step out and pursue what you truly desire, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you. It says, where in my life have I become too comfortable? How can I push myself beyond my comfort zone? Take one small step today that feels slightly uncomfortable but exciting. Trust that growth happens when you move beyond the familiar. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm hopping on here. I'm doing this message to you guys. Even though I absolutely hate being on camera, and I hope that feeling goes away, but I almost am certain that it never will. But even though that's how I feel, today I'm pushing past that, pushing past my comfort zone, because I feel called to put this message out there. The next one is number 99. It's rebirth. Keywords are renewal, transformation, decision, future, growth, new beginnings. This is a time of renewal and rebirth, indicating that you are close to a major decision that will shape your future. Embrace the transformation and prepare for the path ahead. What is one major decision I am facing? How can I prepare myself to make this choice in alignment with my true self and future goals? This is reflect on the areas of your life that you are undergoing change and consider how these transformations can lead you to make a significant choice that will positively impact your future. So far, I'm resonating with a lot of this, but at the same time, the collective, the people who are tuning into this video could also be be resonating with this. So yeah, it could be meant for me and y'all. So just, if you, I went to therapy a while back. It was, I want to say it was like intensive trauma therapy. We'll get into that later. I meant to share that message, but I'm not meant to share it now. But the point is one of the things during therapy, it says, take what you like and leave the rest. So if it resonates with you, awesome. If it doesn't, it's not for you. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. The next one is 11. Number 11, it says patience, calm, reflection, understanding, timing, awareness, thoughtfulness. Changes are coming in your life and you need to be aware of them. Don't rush to conclusions before you have all the information. Taking your time will prevent harm to others and ensure thoughtful decisions. In what areas of my life do I need to practice more patience and wait for the full picture to emerge? Today, focus on being mindful and taking things one step at a time, trusting that the right answers will come with time and clarity. Interesting. It's nice. It's nice to read this. It's like, it's saying that, look, I don't need to know all the answers. My creator has the answers. I don't need to know. They know. And when I say they, it's because I do, again, believe that they are both mother and father in one. They are the two in one. Obviously, Jesus is their son, but like, we're their sons and daughters as well. So it's kind of like, take that with as you will. But yeah, I think that the two in one, and I think that they are combining forces right now to make sure that this message gets out there to someone. The next one is 8, abundance. And if it seems like that I'm putting these messages out there in rapid fire, a large chunk of that is because it's almost time for me to go to work. I'm partially in my my work clothes now, but I'm not coming to you as that part of my life. That part of my life is there's a countdown. There's a timer going on with that part of my life. So I'm just kind of there until I'm no longer there. So that being said, that's why I'm not wearing the top. But yeah, 8 is the next one. Abundance. Says prosperity, opportunity, financial stability, emotional well-being, transformation. If you're struggling financially or emotionally due to changes in your life or relationships, your angels want you to know that these difficulties are temporary and also an opportunity for growth. How can I embrace the changes in my life as opportunities to cultivate greater abundance? The final advice, it says, today, focus on one positive step you can take to improve your financial or emotional well-being, trusting that abundance is on its way. So yeah, I'm pretty much working on that now. I'm doing my readings right now. I am still pretty, like, I'm new to it. I'm working on a website as we speak. It will be the unapologeticme.com. I'm working on the design for it. I'm kind of hitting a couple creative blocks, and I'm also hitting a couple blocks as far as pricing goes. Only because I've always felt weird about money, and that goes to like when I was younger. But I felt like what I'm supposed to be doing right now is my soul's calling, and it's very difficult to put a price on your soul's calling. Like, like you're like, if this is what my soul is supposed to do, I need to be doing it. And it's really difficult to do that and charge money for it. It just feels icky. It feels gross. But I realize that I have to do that because I want to spend all my time doing this. I want to spend all my time doing this, putting messages out. But I can't do that and do my current job right now. They don't align. They don't align. And in order for me to be able to do this and do this in a setting to where I am at least financially stable while I'm doing this, for now, this is how I have to go about it. I have to, knuckle up and actually put a price to the things that I'm like putting out there in the world. Once I don't have to do that anymore, I won't. I intend to continue putting messages out there with readings, at least until I die or the universe says stop. So hopefully one day it gets to the point where I don't have to try to sustain myself off of that going forward. So there's that. And then as far as improving my emotional well-being, doing this is awesome. I feel like this is a brave step for me, and I'm very proud of me for doing this and putting it out there. The next one is 8585. If I keep looking up, I'm looking at the time. I'm not trying to be late. So 8585 means gratitude. Keywords are patience, gratitude, abundance, perspective, success, appreciation, ripple effect. Focusing on gratitude shifts our perspective from what we lack to what we have and can achieve. This positive mindset attracts more positivity into our lives and creates a ripple effect of abundance and success. What am I grateful for today, and how can I focus on these aspects? And how can focusing on these aspects enhance my overall sense of abundance and success? So just take a moment each day to list 3 things that you're grateful for, and reflect on how these positive aspects can impact your life and how they can inspire further abundance and success. So the first thing that I'm grateful for is the fact that I am still in the military. I'm still doing a job that I love, and I work with people that I do like actually like hanging out with and interacting with. I am grateful for that. I am grateful for the almost 14 years that I spent in it. I feel like I learned a lot, not just about myself and my capabilities, but I learned a lot just going out into the world, and I highly recommend that. There's so much more than the bubble that you grew up in, or the bubble that you just existed in as an adult. Sorry, my throat is just being weird. I think it's my throat chakra. It's trying to stabilize. Now that it's trying to come to terms with the things that I'm actually putting out there. But I think that's better. But yeah, you are so much more than the bubble and the network of people that you grew up around. And I highly recommend getting out of that. Even if, like, I know not everybody has the money to take a vacation. Honestly, I'm not saying go to Abu Dhabi. I'm not balling like that either, so I'm not going to Abu Dhabi. My point is at least get out of your town. Get out of your town, get out of your city, get out of your state. If you can, go elsewhere. Go to a different region. If you're on the East Coast, go to the West Coast. If you're in the North, go to the South. Go somewhere. And this is not just saying like the United States. This is saying like whatever country that you're in, as long as it's safe. As long as it's safe. But you need to spend time away from where you grew up, because there's a lot of perspectives out there. There's a lot of different ways of seeing things, and you limit yourself by not taking advantage of seeing what else is out there. We weren't created, the Creator didn't make this many of us just so that we can hang out with some of us, okay? That's just not what it's for. So yes, I'm grateful for my current job. I'm grateful for the financial stability that it provides, because I can right now, at least for the next year, do both. I can do my regular job, and then at the same time, I'm working on this, business that I'm putting out. I'm also working on writing a book. And I'm not saying that for you guys to go buy it, but I'm just going to let you know that this book that I'm writing is intended to share my truth. I feel everything that I've gone through in my life up to this point was for a purpose. And I feel like that purpose is to put that story out there and show people that you can go through so much bad, but as long as you keep your faith in the Creator, that bad will be transformed into good in some way, shape, or form down the line. And the blessings that will be tied to that, like will have people thinking you're delusional. Like at this point, the things that I'm trying to like explain to people and like saying, hey, all this stuff is about to pop off and it's gonna be great, and they're looking at me like, yeah, you say that, but you're still here. For now, for now, all I can do is show you. All I can do is show you what myself and the creator are capable of doing. So a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, if you see me on the TV one day and I'm like talking to someone about my story, just know that, yeah, sometimes it's okay being delusional. Sometimes it is. And so I can show you better than I can tell you, because I know what I'm capable of, and so does my creator. The last thing that I'm grateful for is my resilience. I know it sounds self-centered. Some would even say narcissistic, but no, I'm grateful for my resilience. I'm grateful for the ability to endure the things that I have endured, because I know that there are some people out there who have endured what I have or less, and they don't make it. They do not make it, and it's not a knock on them. It really isn't. It's just how things worked out for them. And I'm just grateful that I was able to endure all the things that I was able to endure. And I'm strong enough not only to survive it and to thrive with it, but I'm here to say, like, yeah, I went through a lot. And a lot of the people who put me through it are still alive. But guess what? You didn't break me. You didn't break me. You didn't make me. So, yeah. Eat it, nerd. Pretty much eat it, nerd. Like, I don't know what to tell you. This is interesting. The next one is 23. 23 is that's actually my favorite number. It's my birth date, which I think is pretty cool. And I think it's really cool that tied to this number on this card is creativity. It says creativity, talents, joy, unique, inspiration, expression, enjoyment. Wow, I looked up at that time and it was 23 as I was reading this. It says, embrace your creativity and talents to bring happiness into your life and those around you. Relax and start enjoying life. Your unique creativity can bring joy to others. How can I channel my creativity and to embrace my own happiness and positivity impact on those around me? It says, engage in a creative activity that you enjoy, such as painting, writing, or crafting, and share the results with someone to spread joy and inspiration. So I'm working on writing now. I also have like some homemade jewelry that I'm going to be working on. I have a lot of irons in the oven right now, so I'm trying to like prioritize them based off of which align with me the closest or the strongest, and then go out from there. I know they all align with me, but like you have to prioritize something at some point. And then I will be crafting, specifically Minecraft. I have a Twitch stream right now. It's very new. I would say it's like a newborn, like it's probably still in the NICU, but but it will be called Mining with the Divine. It is also going to be tied to the Unapologetic Me, so I'll be doing that. I'll be playing Minecraft, and then periodically I'll have all the different decks that I use, and I'll be doing one card spreads for individuals, and if I feel inclined or I feel some kind of pull to kind of like elaborate on a person's reading, I might end up doing a little bit more clarifying questions, but I'll be doing both. So if you jump in at some point in time and you see that I'm mining hard in the paint, it's not purely going to be, oh, this person is just doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, and mining, which no shade. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But that's not what I'm here for. Mining is just fun for me, and it's fun for me. It's a fun pastime, and it's a nice thing to do while I wait for people to hop in and ask for those readings, instead of me just staring awkwardly at the camera silently waiting for somebody to like come in. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing with that. And I feel like that's going to bring me a lot of joy because I get to do what I love, but then I also feel like I get to put messages out there to help people. And the final one, which is funny. Yes, it's funny because hold on. Yeah, it's funny because there's this person who came back into my life a little bit more strong recently. And like it's not really romantic, but they've made a new cameo into this part of my life a little bit more strong. And I had been conflicted about where this person and where their energy lies within the new chapter that I'm carving out for myself with the divine. And so one of the last ones I ended up doing was asking the angel cards, like, hey, this person's coming back into my life. What is their place? What is their place? Do they stay? Do they go? Like, what's the word? And so I ended up getting 1818, which is funny because I've been waking up around that time a lot in the last couple of days. I have it on 24-hour because obviously. So yeah, and tied to 1818 it says mint. Bless you, Pepper. It says meant for success. Keywords are success, purpose, change, prosperity, life path, transformation. A major change is coming, and while it may feel disruptive, it's guiding you towards success. Embrace the shift, as it will lead you to your purpose and financial prosperity. Soon, the reasons for this change will become clear, revealing your true path. What changes are you facing? How can you embrace them to align with success? It says prepare yourself for upcoming changes by setting clear goals and staying focused on your purpose. Embrace the shifts as opportunities for growth and success, and be open to discovering new paths. So, what I got out of this is I got a lot going on. I got a lot going on in my life, and it's a lot different from who I was in the past, all the way up until I'd say this past year. Like from birth until this past year, that person is gone. That person is gone. The beliefs that they had were gone. The way that I limited myself, that's gone. That's in the past. The way that I bit my tongue about people around me just because I was worried that if I said something weird or if I said something wrong, that person would leave my life. Dead. Like, she's dead. She's with the creator now. So she doesn't have to worry about it anymore. This is a new me. And I'm gonna be honest, if you knew the old me, then this is your warning to come at the new me correctly, because the new me is going to let you know about yourself if you come at me half stepping. One moment, Pepper. She don't know about the new me. That's my dog. 1 second, Pepper. I promise I'm gonna take you out. I promise. Or she wants PB. She thinks that she's entitled to that as well. Anyway, yeah, if you're a part of my past and you want to come at the new me and be a part of the life that I'm carving for myself, that's fine. I welcome it. I really do. As long as you're here and you're not trying to take me off of what I feel my spiritual calling is right now, I welcome you and I embrace you, and I'm excited to have you come into this new chapter with me. However, if you're coming up in here and you're trying to bust up in my life again with some bullshit from the past, save that. Save it. I don't got time for it. I got too much to do with the rest of my life. I've already spent the first 34 years preparing. I've been in preparation mode. I've been getting lessons. I've been getting all those things. That time is done. Now I feel like I'm meant to put what I've learned out there. The time of the student is essentially done for the most part. I'm not saying that there aren't things that I'm meant to learn leading up to, going into the future. But that time of predominantly being a student and learning lessons is done. It is now time for me to be the mentor. I need to put this information out in the world. And I don't have time. I do not have time for you to come up in here and disrupting my flow. So if you trying to come up in here disrupting my flow, the door, I will show you to it and I will push you out of it. And if I don't, my creator will. So yeah, that's all I have right now. It is 9 o'clock on the dot. Oh no, sorry, the ADHD made me think of Genuine. But yeah, I hope you guys are, living your truth. And if you've been called to do your spiritual purpose right now, listen to it. Listen to it. I don't care if it feels weird. I don't care if it feels scary. I don't care if people would think you're delusional. If you feel that this is what you are meant to do, whatever it is that you're feeling called to do it. Do it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, whether you do it or you don't, everybody around you is going to continue to act the way they're going to act. A lot of people nowadays, they feel that they are the main character. So a lot of people that feel like they're the main character are most likely going to see you as a NPC or like a side character. Like, what you do essentially is not really going to have that much bearing on what it is that they got going on. So they're not going to be worried about what you got going on affecting them. Why are you worried about